Lawsuit just filed after authorities unearthed Obama's secret plot with America's secret courts. The hammer is about to drop on Obama by Michael Schiff for VeteranAF.com. During his 8 years as President of the United States, President Obama was not shy about treating his position as if he were a dictator using his phone and pen, gladly circumventing Congress and declaring was on a mission to fundamentally transform America. During his second term, President Obama continued his destruction of the American economy with erroneous regulations, is suspected to have impeded a DEA investigation into Hezbollah, and used the government agencies such as the IRS, FBI, and DOJ to target his political adversaries. Now Obama's world is crashing down after a historic lawsuit has just been filed, just in time for Michelle Obama's birthday. Now Obama and key figures in his administration will have to answer for allegedly directing the FBI and DOJ to collude with opposition research firm Fusion GPS to compile the now proven false Trump dossier. The evidence which is available suggests that it is likely President Obama and perhaps certain key figures in his administration colluded with Fusion GPS, using government resources in a futile attempt to destroy President Trump. One key mistake in the fake Fusion GPS dossier is the claim that Trump lawyer Michael Cohen went to Prague with the intention of meeting with Russian officials prior to the 2016 presidential election, supposedly to ensure then-candidate Trump would win. However, the only way this information could have made it into the dossier is if Fusion GPS was given the information by the FBI or someone in the Obama administration. It has been confirmed that the FBI was investigating all personnel associated with Trump campaign using what are called FBI FISA 702 searches. The Conservative Treehouse, which is an alternative news website, clearly outlines how Fusion GPS, the FBI, and DOJ are connected, reporting in part that we know that FBI contractors, perhaps Fusion entities, used unlawful FBI FISA 702 searches to gain information that was passed on to Fusion GPS and Nellie Orr, wife of DOJ attorney Bruce Orr, etc. We also know the story of Michael Cohen traveling to Prague is inside the Steele dossier, and we know the story is false. It was the wrong Michael Cohen. President Trump and his lawyers finally got fed up last week with all the lies and were even more disturbed that President Obama may have directed investigators from the FBI and DOJ to collude with Fusion GPS. To seek some sort of recompense and get to the truth of the matter, President Trump's lawyer filed a lawsuit in federal court against Fusion GPS and BuzzFeed, which published the fake dossier and story, for $100 million. After filing the lawsuit, Michael Cohen tweeted out, "Enough is enough" of the hashtag fake news, hashtag Russian dossier, just filed a defamation action against BuzzFeed News for publishing the lie-filled document on POTUS, Real Donald Trump and Me. The lawsuit could be extremely damaging to Barack Obama and anyone who may have engaged in illegal activity concerning the monitoring of President Trump and those with his campaign by way of improperly using the FISA Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act system. It is suspected that elements within the Obama administration attempted to get a search warrant on President Trump via an Article 3 federal court and was denied the warrant because sufficient evidence did not exist. Then, after Obama's operatives failed in their initial attempt, they allegedly mislabeled their FISA request as foreign agents, but made the mistake of including Trump's name and were denied again. Finally, it is suspected that on their third attempt, Obama operatives allegedly submitted a third FISA warrant, but left out Trump's name, and this final request for a FISA warrant was granted. Of course, this series of events is speculation, but it is confirmed that a FISA warrant was used to obtain information on a Michael Cohen. But the warrant in question targeted the wrong Michael Cohen, whose travel information made it into the now debunked Fusion GPS dossier. If this lawsuit uncovers any confirmed criminal acts surrounding the FISA warrant and what took place to obtain it, charges ranging from perjury, conspiracy to commit perjury, and purposeful FISA violations could be levied against the offending parties. Robert Barnes of Law and Crime reported back in March of 2017 that what the law does forbid is lying to any judicial officer to obtain any means of surveillance. What the law does forbid under criminal penalty is the misuse of FISA. Both derive from the protection of the Fourth Amendment itself. Under Section 1809, FISA makes it a crime for anyone to either engage in electronic surveillance under color of law, under FISA without following the law's restrictions, or disclosure or use information gathered from it in contravention of the statute's sharp constrictions. Well, BuzzFeed and Fusion GPS have vowed to vigorously defend themselves against this lawsuit, but they will be hard-pressed to present the court a legitimate argument if it is uncovered that anyone's Fourth Amendment rights were violated. It is also a possibility that Barack Obama and key members of his administration may be called to testify under oath in court. Ironically, the lawsuit filed against Fusion GPS and BuzzFeed several days before Michelle Obama's birthday. Well, we know somehow they did it through this Michael Cohen guy, because every time they would go to the FISA court for with Trump's name on it, they would deny it, and that's how they found a way around it. So they picked a Michael Cohen that traveled to Prague, which was the wrong Michael Cohen, and it all happened when Trump's lawyer filed the lawsuit against BuzzFeed. And how about Obama testifying to this? You know, this thing is that he's going to have to testify under any kind of circumstances that they're going to bring up. He's going to have to testify along with Hillary Clinton, and this time they won't have the deep state cronies like Comey and everybody else, Weissman, McCabe, what's the other guy's name, defending them. Mueller's going to have to be questioned also, because I'd like to know how come Mueller gets away with all of this and not be held accountable. Like for over, it's about 18 months they've been, before Trump got elected, that they were investigating Trump before he got elected on Russian collusion. And you're going to tell me after 18 months you come out with nothing and you're still pursuing it? I think that he should be held accountable for this, plus the Uranium One deal that he went and delivered the uranium to the Russians. There's just so much that they can be held accountable. I'm just, running out of patience as to when all this is going to take place. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.